Caribjet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. Caribjet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
Grenadians, we are known to be a resilient people. Let's show our true patriotism as we celebrate our 40th anniversary of independence, overcoming our adversity, safeguarding livelihoods, protecting our future. Once again, we celebrate our major activities in a virtual setting. Join us through the following media platforms: GIS Channel 22, GIS and the National Celebrations Committee Facebook pages and YouTube channel for the following events: 40th Anniversary Cultural Extravaganza, 7 p.m. on February 5th, with the main highlight being performance from 4 of our top string bands. February 6th, live broadcast of the National Ecumenical Service from the Blessed Sacrament Roman Catholic Church Grand Dance at 3 p.m. and the military parade and rally from the Kirani James Athletic Stadium 10 a.m. on Monday, February 7th. Let's continue to aspire, build and achieve as one people. Happy 40th Grenada, the Extravaganza Plus.
There is something new to the classic Wester Hall rum look. Wester Hall Estate Rum. What's your number? Drink responsibly.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
This is MTV News for Friday, the 4th of February, and in the headlines, the Grenada Association of Professional Social Workers is calling on the government to revisit the 2008 draft mental health bill. Carriacou Health Service receives a boost with the arrival of new medical equipment, and Grenada's largest mural is officially unveiled. In sport, ICC ranks Akil Hussein West Indies top 2020 bowler. And we'll have these details and other stories coming up for you in the news right after the break. Stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
In an effort to serve you better,
GUT Credit Union has moved its Grandans branch from the Lamaki complex to the Excel Plaza. This new location provides more convenient parking with access from 2 entrances. The first is from the lower parking area and the second is at the top parking area on the same level as our office for easy walk-in access. Visit GUT Credit Union at our new location and experience the comfortable atmosphere with the enhanced member experience you have come to expect of us. Our Grandans office is open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. We hope to see you soon. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. The recent fatal shooting of a mentally ill man in St. Patrick by police is creating a buzz among the human interest groups and organizations. Speaking to MTV was PRO of the Grenada Association of Professional Social Workers, who said that this is indeed quite troubling and hence they're calling on the government to revisit the 2008 draft mental health bill. We get the details in this report.
Social worker and public relations officer of the Grenada Association of Professional Social Workers, Chanel Phillip, says the organization is very much concerned about the number of fatal shootings of mentally ill people by the police. In an interview with MTV, Phillip indicated that there ought to be more education and awareness on how to deal with mentally ill individuals.
And what needs to be done to educate not only the police but the community as a whole about mental health and how we address it and how we handle and deal with these patients in terms of their treatment, in terms of how police handle them when they're in crisis. I think we have to remember that even though they in crisis may present as volatile and present a threat to the person in front of them, that this is based upon their mental health and it's not who they are as a whole person, and to be mindful of that, and to when you are intervening, if from a place of compassion rather than a place of defense. To in terms of the police, I mean, if you have to put someone down because of their behavior, that's understandable, but shoot to maim, not shoot to kill.
In this light, the organization is also calling on the government to revisit the mental health bill, which was drafted a few years ago but has not been implemented.
So in 2018, the draft mental health bill was drafted. However, it has not been any action on that sense. And we really believe that if that bill could be passed, it could be used by all the relevant people who have interactions with people with mental health as a guidance as to how to handle what is the best approach. There needs to be some legislation around that for people to make reference to, so that everyone's uniform in how people with these kind of health conditions are treated and dealt with. So there is an urgent need for that bill to be revised, to be looked at, to be passed, so that it can be used effectively for the betterment of these people.
The organization's concerns stem from the most recent shooting last month when police shot and killed a mentally ill man in the northern parish of St. Patrick. These occurrences, Philip says, appear to be happening quite a bit.
In 2016, we believe there was 3 mentally ill people shot and killed. In 2021, there was another one, and again in 2022. So as it's becoming a reoccurring theme of mentally ill people being shot and killed by the police in an attempt to subdue them, we're really concerned that is this the best approach?
It was noted too that an official letter was sent to the Commissioner of Police as well, informing them of the concerns of the organization. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
The people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique will no longer be required to travel to mainland Grenada to access X-ray and ultrasound services, as they now have their own machines available on the sister isle of Carriacou. We have more in this report.
After numerous complaints over time about the lack of medical equipment available on the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, the Princess Royal Hospital will finally be receiving some new equipment. This is according to Dr. Thaisha Donald, Acting Chief Medical Officer, who shared the good news earlier this week.
So to the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique in particular, you no longer have to come down to Grenada to get your x-rays done, because we've started to do x-ray services at Princess Royal Hospital in Kairaku. So now persons can access X-ray services. And we also received a brand new state-of-the-art ultrasound machine, which will be sent up to Kairaku as well. So I'm happy to report that very soon you would also be having ultrasound services.
Also commenting on this was Minister for Kairaku and Petite Martinique Affairs, Kendra Maturin-Stewart. She said this is something they have been clamoring for quite some time, and they are elated to have this at hand.
As the parliamentary representative and minister responsible for Kairaku and Petite Martinique, I am extremely elated and thankful as I welcome the additional healthcare services that are now being offered at our hospital, the Princess Royal Hospital, our main healthcare facility on island. At the moment, X-ray services through our X-ray department at our hospital are now being offered and are made available to our people. Additionally, thereto, ultrasound services are also being provided.
She noted that this will bring some ease to the people on the Sister Isles, as they would no longer need to ferry to mainland Grenada to access these services.
In the past, persons from Kairaku and Petite Martinique had to travel all the way to Grenada to have an X-ray done, quite an expensive venture, or had to pay hundreds of dollars at private institutions for an X-ray. Now this is a thing of the past, as X-ray and ultrasound services are now being offered at our hospital free of cost.
Additionally, she said this is a first for the Sister Isles, and she thanked the authorities for the initiative. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Houston.
One health official says the development and implementation of a national cancer policy and plan is critical in addressing the gaps in cancer care as Grenada and the rest of the world recognizes World Cancer Day.
The Grenada Cancer Society recognizes the month of February as National Cancer Awareness Month 2022 and World Cancer Day on February 4th annually. Close the care gap, beating cancer through a pandemic is the theme for this year. And according to interim chair of the Grenada Cancer Society, Dr. Sonia Nixon, the pandemic has prevented many individuals from accessing early screening.
We all know what the pandemic has done to us globally. What it has done is decrease people's access to simple things as screening, simple things as education, where you can go out and go to health fair and get information. Being able to go to the health center or your doctor to get screened. The pandemic closed down the whole world. And for the most part, most people did not get the same opportunities or did not embrace whatever opportunities were there.
She also highlighted the significance of this year's theme.
The gaps in education, right? Because cancer care starts from the beginning, telling people what it is all about and how they will prevent it. So our lifestyle, we have to ensure that information goes out there about lifestyles, about who is at risk, who is not at risk. How do we get to screen? We have to ensure that there are facilities for people to go to get screened. If I know and I don't have access, as happened recently because most of our staff was taken up in the acuteness of the pandemic.
The gaps in cancer care can be addressed by the development of a national cancer policy and a plan, Nixon says.
We spoke about having a national cancer policy, and it is important that we have a policy and a plan that approaches cancer, simply because cancer is the #1 cause of death. Coronavirus aside, that's once in a while. But cancer is still the #1 cause. 10% of the people who die in Grenada have had cancer. That's something we probably can take care of. We can take care by improving how we eat, making sure we exercise, making sure we consume less alcohol.
She says the plan must be holistic and include all stakeholders.
We have to have policies often that guides that. Beside that, the policy that we'll develop is not just going to be the Ministry of Health and the health-related organizations, but it's going to take into consideration everybody else. It's going to take into consideration community groups that support health, that do health fairs and stuff.
For MTV News, I am Troy Gill.
Passers-by may have gotten a glimpse over the past weeks of what is now the largest mural in Grenada. Located in Paddock St. George's on the Reno building, Nashon Jeremiah's latest project was officially unveiled on Friday. We have the details in this report.
The countdown to Grenada's 48th anniversary independence saw the unveiling of Nashon Jeremiah Art's largest project. The painting on the Reno building in St. George is a message of hope for Grenadians as we continue to deal with the present pandemic and other stressful situations. General Manager at Nashon Jeremiah Arts is Princess Jeremiah. She spoke of the project during the official unveiling ceremony on Friday.
Through all of the different persons, friends, family, loved ones who are losing individuals around them, persons who are faced with financial loss due to the pandemic, everything you can think of was happening to persons around that time. And so he wanted to do something through his passion and his skill and talent, which is art, to give back to those persons or to raise some sort of awareness for what is happening. And so he decided that that wall was going to be that impact wall. And so we had to get on it, all right? And the very first part, after he told us exactly what he wanted to do, we said, well, we can't do anything without paint. And that is where Sissons came in.
The man behind the painting is Nashon Jeremiah.
I asked myself, have I done enough as an individual, as a Grenadian, having a skill, having a talent? And that's where the Project Hope idea came in. First things first, we had to find a wall. And the only wall I could have seen at that time that was big enough was Miss Stevenson wall. All I had to say about this lady and her team is that they are loving and caring. Throughout the process, she would call from time to time, and she would ask, Miss Jeremiah, you okay? Miss Jeremiah, sure? No, Miss Stephen and her team were very good to us, and for this, we thank you.
Speaking on behalf of Maitland Supplies Limited, the parent company of MTV, is Keyshawn Thomas.
On behalf of the management and staff of MTV, it was something that we never thought of, but when the call came to hand over the wall, I was call it, we were like, okay, a mural on the wall, like really, after all these years, And Mr. Stevens started fitting that maybe it is her way of saying, let's give back to Grenada.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
That's it for the first segment of news. Still ahead, government workers going on an all-out with vibrant displays of color and flavor ahead of Grenada's 48th anniversary of independence. We'll have a look at that and other stories when we return after the break. So, of course, stay with us.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
In an effort to serve you better, GUT Credit Union has moved its Grandans branch from the Lamaki complex to the Excel Plaza. This new location provides more convenient parking with access from two entrances. The first is from the lower parking area and the second is at the top parking area on the same level as our office for easy walk-in access. Visit GUT Credit Union at our new location and experience the comfortable atmosphere with the enhanced member experience you have come to expect of us. Our Grandans office is open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. We hope to see you soon. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much more from 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1. except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
No matter your beliefs, whatever your dreams, we all have one thing in common. We call these islands home. Beautiful Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. However, they are threatened by our actions. But we can collectively begin a new path in which our economic prosperity and well-being does not irreparably damage our islands. Let's use our natural resources in conscious and sustainable ways so that future generations too can enjoy our home. Let's care for our environment and keep it litter-free and beautiful. Let's all pledge to take action against climate change by changing our behavior and changing our lifestyles to protect our environment. Join us today and let's keep Grenada green and clean.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Education on Friday showcased all things Grenada in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic as part of our 40th independence celebrations. MTV News spoke to the leader of the decorating committee, Colleen Aban Marshall, about this year's display.
The Ministry of Education captured the spirit of the independence team on Friday as they get up to celebrate Grenada's 48th independence. The theme for this year's independence is overcoming our adversity, safeguarding livelihoods, protecting our future. MTV News spoke to Colleen Aban Marshall, Acting District Education Officer for District 4 and head of the Decorating Committee.
And because we're looking at overcoming our adversity, safeguarding our livelihoods and protecting our future, what we did is we tried to bring a very celebratory atmosphere to the front with the balloons and the flowers, showing the vibrancy and the radiance of our Grenadian people, the spirit of the people despite COVID. So you notice that we've highlighted the fishing net and the fish. We've remembered the fisher folks. We have our industries. Of course, we've gotten some items on display from Belmont Estate, and we also have from De La Grenade as well. So this is basically our showcase at the front. We've also put our welcome mannequin. She's right over on the other side. And as you go further in though, we begin to look at the overcoming of adversity aspect. This is our outpatient clinic. And of course, in overcoming adversities as a Grenadian people, we have done the best we could to manage this pandemic and to overcome it as much as we could. So here we have our testing station. We have our frontline workers here, and they are actually waiting for persons to come in to do their COVID testing.
Natasha Thomas is also a member of the Decorating Committee at the Ministry of Education.
In this section, we wanted to concentrate on the natural remedies that we have here in Grenada and some of the bush that we have used to make tea for the cold and the COVID pandemic. We were drawn to a lot of the remedies, and a lot of persons have testified of the healing wonders of those natural remedies. Here we have the sugar dish, we have the lemongrass, we have big thyme, soursop, orange peel, and one that a lot of people were drawn to during the pandemic was the ven-ven. This one right here.
Aban Marshall explains how long the display committee took to decorate their department and thanked all those who assisted.
All right, so to put ideas together, I think that was the first thing that we needed to do. And of course, we stripped the team. We had conversation about what are some of the things we would want to highlight. And even though we had some very grand ideas, even with COVID, there were some setbacks.
Nikita Houston, MTV News.
The Ministry of Youth has launched its Empower 3 program, which is designed to provide skills training for young men who want to improve on their livelihood. This program is in its third year, actually, and has seen just over 1,300 males receiving certification in various areas and bettering themselves. The acting coordinator of the program, Royden Bihari, says this is a life-changing opportunity for the young men involved. We hear more from Danella Houston.
Yet another batch of young men have joined the Empower 3.0 program, organized by the Ministry of Youth and designed to help males improve their livelihoods. Empower 3.0 was launched earlier this week. According to acting coordinator of the program, Royden Bihari, this program provides them with an opportunity to become skilled individuals.
The Empower Project 3.0 is here to continue successfully finding and grooming many young men like yourselves within the state of Grenada into becoming leaders of society and skilled individuals in different sectors, be it agriculture, tourism, fishing, and the list can continue.
He reminded them that at one time, males were copping the top spots within the workforce, but now women have taken over. But he said this program can help to change this.
Men has been at the top of the workforce in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique However, in recent years, the women of our society have begun outnumbering us in terms of seeking opportunities and filling out high positions in many places. But I say to you, young men, we will reverse that trend. We will reverse that trend and take back our rightful place.
Bihari warned them to ensure they stay focused and stick to the plan. Despite their past or challenges, Bihari noted that they can still make a change and become great men. Minister Kate Lewis also gave brief remarks, reminding the young men of the commitment that government has placed in this program to help them.
Government, through the total sponsorship of this project, and Mr. Williams said it, there is no outside support for this project, so it is fully sponsored by government, understands that the young men of our country should become conscious to use their full potential through the provision of quality training using a model of integrated learning approaches. And this will involve the provision of certified-based skills training to meet the needs of our country.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
As part of the government of Grenada's response to the ongoing COVID situation, they've implemented an expansion initiative to cushion the effects felt by the most vulnerable population. SEED Program Manager Ms. Leonora George highlighted 2 expansions that were conceptualized. We have more details in this report.
SEED Program Manager Leonora George explains the horizontal expansion initiative of the program. According to her, this part was incorporated to include the number of applicants within the beneficiary management system who were awaiting enrollment, but due to budgetary constraints were unable to be included.
Because we had a number of applicants within our beneficiary management system who were awaiting enrollment. They were already assessed, but because of our budget, we were not able to enroll them. So this gave us the opportunity. We looked at beneficiaries within, or applicants within our MIS who were already assessed as vulnerable. We also looked at another category who were not considered vulnerable, but as a result of the impact of COVID may have slipped into poverty. So this was another group or category we looked at.
Additionally, George said they looked at individuals who lost their jobs as well as those who lost family, resulting in them being categorized as vulnerable. She explained how the grants were allotted for the households.
The grants were given allotted based on the classification. And it ranged from $450 to $200 per household. That's the CES grant. Per household, not individuals. Per household, because we assess households.
Just over $2 million has been allocated to this expansion, which was launched in September 2021 and will benefit approximately 1,100 recipients. George went on to explain the vertical expansion, where all the households received a $150 increase in their grant, bringing the total to $650 for over 5,000 households.
Because we have 8,000 within these 5,000 households, the direct beneficiaries is we have 8,014 direct beneficiaries within those 5,000 households who have been impacted by the vertical expansion.
Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
MTV News Friday. We're still ahead. Total local, also the regional roundup and sporting highlights right after the break. Stay with us.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way, Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way, Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do three things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
No matter your beliefs, whatever your dreams, we all have one thing in common. We call these islands home. Beautiful Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martin. However, they are threatened by our actions. But we can collectively begin a new path in which our economic prosperity and well-being does not irreparably damage our islands. Let's use our natural resources in conscious and sustainable ways so that future generations too can enjoy our home. Let's care for our environment and keep it litter-free and beautiful. Let's all pledge to take action against climate change by changing our behavior and changing our lifestyles to protect our environment. Join us today and let's keep Grenada green and clean.
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Cara Brewery.
Welcome back. For today's Total Local, we feature local artist, vocalist and songwriter Chloe Baldio on her debut single dubbed Island Girl, and also on her recent rebranding and artistic development endeavors aimed at taking her talent to an international audience.
So my name is Cole Baldeo, formerly known as Tamantha Cole. I am a singer, songwriter, which means I perform and create my own music. This rebranding was prompted from an artist development trip that I took to Barbados for 5 months. And over that course, we met with new partners, professional labels that introduced me to a new side of the music business, of the industry on a whole. And therefore, we found ways that we felt like we needed to redevelop from the lyrics of my music, from the name, from the photography we took. So many things needed to be different in order to move to a new international direction. I just released my new single, my debut single, Island Girl. And it really just talks about the journey of two people that, have a lot of feelings for each other. I really want to make relatable music. So in that relatable sense, it talks about two people that have these strong emotions for each other, but aren't expressing that to each other. At the same time, I'm saying that I'm an island girl and we have so much love to give, but nobody really wants to show or to express that anymore. And so I'm digging into emotions here that we're afraid to address and just kind of bringing it to life in my creative way. And I hope that everybody that gets to hear Island Girl can relate to it, especially in the diaspora. I hope everybody can enjoy it and feel the vibe of it. I've been in studio working relentlessly to create a body of work that I am very excited to share bit by bit, and also in a catalog of music soon. And the next immediate step is to travel, is to get the music on the road, is to get my vibe out there and to move and shake things, coming from a small island, Grenada, and it's been done on this level of soca, reggae, calypso, and now I'm just bringing in a different vibe to the international audience, especially starting from home and creating that organic development. So we really want to, as they say, put Grenada on the map. But for me, I just want to do whatever small things with great love and work with my team and keep expanding myself and my music to an international community.
MTV News Friday was still ahead. Regional news, Haiti floods kill at least 4. Details to those and other stories in our next segment. Stay with us.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Cairo Brewery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, We thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Welcome back. It's now time for the Regional Roundup with Clifton James.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. In Guyana, former Education Minister Dr. Nicolette Henry Wednesday announced her resignation from the National Assembly, paving the way for People's National Congress Reform, PNCR, leader Aubrey Norton to become the opposition leader. Earlier this month, Norton was elected chairman of the Opposition Coalition, a partnership for national unity, APNU, and the Alliance for Change, AFP.
Of course, I begin by thanking none other than His Excellency former President Granger, who reposed in me the confidence to serve in this honorable house. I am forever grateful to the people of this country who afforded me the opportunity to serve them with professionalism, dignity, and accountability.
Henry also thanked outgoing opposition leader Joseph Harmon and expressed gratitude to the AFC and its leader Kimraj Ramjata. No new taxes in 2022 for Antiguans. This was announced on Thursday as Prime Minister Gaston Brown delivered his government's $1.64 billion budget, which represents an increase of 9% over the estimated $1.51 billion spent in 2021. Reporting on the budget, the Antigua Observer said the eyes of the country will certainly be fixed on the individual allocations outlined by the Prime Minister, which he said are geared at stimulating the economy while propelling a resurgence in domestic output. Brown said the primary balance is the overall fiscal balance, less interest payments on public sector debt, and is an indication of the government's ability to meet its obligations without incurring additional debt. Recurrent revenue is estimated at $975.6 million for 2022, which is a 23% increase over the $790.9 million generated in 2021. The amount budgeted for capital receipts is $7 million, while grant funding this year is budgeted at $50.2 million. On the expenditure side, estimated recurrent expenditure, including principal payments, is $961.1 million. A current account surplus of $14.5 million is therefore projected for 2022, the Prime Minister said. Flooding triggered by torrential rain in Haiti left 4 people dead and 1 missing. Authorities say violent weather affected at least 20 districts across Haiti in recent days, flooding more than 2,500 homes and destroying 3. Cape Haitian, Haiti's second largest city with 300,000 inhabitants, was hit particularly hard with a number of neighborhoods flooded. A bridge serving a small town in the northeast was damaged and an industrial park was flooded in the same area bordering the Dominican Republic. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
MTV News Friday. We'll have more developments coming up after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Ariza. Ariza is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
The MTV News for the 4th of February. Sporting fans, stay tuned. Your highlights are coming up.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash 4 every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much more from 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Dear customer, please help us limit the potential impact of COVID-19. If you have cold, flu, or COVID-19 symptoms, please postpone your visit to Grenlec. We recommend using online banking to make payments, available through Co-op Bank, Republic Bank, and FCIB. You can also use check drop boxes at each of our locations. For bill balances and other information, call 237. For additional support, email customersupport@grenlec.com.
There is something new to the classic Wester Hall rum look. Wester Hall Estate Rum. What's your number? Drink responsibly.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
Coming up in sport, the 24th edition of the Winter Olympics that begins in Beijing. Stay with us for details on that and other highlights.
My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world, and when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Grenadian, operating 10 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's, the number one for travel.
Special good evening to you sporting fans. We now have the sporting highlights.
Here's a look at your sports this evening. The 24th edition of the Winter Olympics is officially underway after the Olympic cauldron was lit in a restrained opening ceremony in Beijing. Almost 3,000 athletes from 91 nations will compete across the Games. The International Olympic Committee has been criticized for awarding the Games to China because of the country's alleged human rights abuses. IOC President Thomas Bach said one of the missions of the Games was to unite humankind in all our diversity. The Olympic torch was placed into the center of a giant snowflake, which was then illuminated to become the cauldron. The snowflake is made up of placards with the names of the 91 nations competing in Beijing. The second edition of the OECS Eastern Caribbean Central Bank Netball Series is set to be held in Dominica this month. President of the Dominica Netball Association, Regina Walsh, said this is a world ranking event, which will mean that teams who participate will be ranked globally. At a press conference held this week, she stated that this event will take Dominica's netball to an international stage. The DNA president said 6 teams have confirmed so far to participate in the tournament. There are Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts, St. Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and they also have Barbados. She added that although Barbados is not an OECS country, because it's a ranking tournament, they are on board. The parade of teams at the opening ceremony will be held on the 13th of February. In the first match of the netball series, which will begin after the ceremony, Dominica will play Antigua and Barbuda. The series will end on the 19th of February. Left-arm spinner Akeal Hussain is now the highest-rated West Indies bowler in T20 internationals after jumping 15 places to 18th spot in the latest International Cricket Council ICC rankings. The 28-year-old, who only made his international debut last year, finished the 5-match 2020 international series against England in Barbados with 8 wickets at an economy rate of 7 and average of 15. Hussain has performed a key role for West Indies since his arrival, bowling in the all-important opening power play. In last Sunday's finale at Kensington Oval, Hussain snatched 4 for 30 to change the course of the game and lay the foundation for West Indies' 17-run victory and 3-2 series success. Former Test captain Jason Holder, whose 4 wickets in 4 balls in the final over of that match sealed England's demise, has also made upward movement in the rankings, rising 3 places to 23rd and also enjoying a healthy gain of 20 rating spots. The 30-year-old fast-bowling all-rounder finished with 5 for 27 after sharing the new ball with Hussain. Holder, who picked up 4 wickets in the opening game to help see West Indies to a dominant 9-wicket win, ended the series with 15 wickets. Left-arm speedster Sheldon Cottrell also jumped 10 places to 31st, while left-arm spinner Fabian Allen moved up 10 places to 35th to round out the West Indies players in the top 50, headed by Sri Lanka leg spinner Wanindu Hasaranga. Meanwhile, left-hander Nicholas Puran has overtaken Evan Lewis as the highest-ranked West Indies batter after jumping 8 places to 18th. The 26-year-old finished the series with 164 runs at an average of 41, including a top score of 70 in the third T20 International, to be the leading run scorer on either side. Lewis, who has not featured for West Indies since last year's T20s World Cup in United Arab Emirates, has dropped to 23rd and is the only other Caribbean side batter in the top 50. Opener Brandon King, who enjoyed arrival in form with 122 runs at an average of 30, moved up 25 places to 58th, while his captain Kieran Pollard moved 15 places to 60th. And before we wrap up sports this evening, remember that the Oliver Joseph St. David's T20 tournament continues this weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday, Malmount versus Royal Strikers at 10 a.m. and at 1:30 p.m. Sixers versus Super Kings. No games will be played on Sunday. We wish all the teams the best during the tournament. That's it for sports. I am Joseph McKee-Smith.
With the latest in sport there, we have, when we return, a look at the public forecast information and then a recap of the headlines.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Good Friday evening, viewers, with the Friday night and the weekend's weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. One or two isolated showers did pop up during the daytime and interrupted the sunny conditions that we were experiencing. That would continue tonight into tomorrow. We're going to see those showers popping up quickly and then dissipating. Surface trough over the northern Caribbean. It's bringing some showers, but it will continue to dissipate as the weekend progresses. Some slight haze still on our doorsteps, edging closer. We could be seeing some effects from that by Tuesday. The surface moisture that low level moisture that we are also tracking would bring some very brief showers over the next couple of days. Coming in closer, we're seeing those areas of low level moisture moving in towards the eastern Caribbean, but the big area is that weakening surface trough over the northern islands. It continue to bring some showers there in our area. Just a few shallow patches, brief pop-up showers are in our future. The forecast for Friday night is for localized showers to disrupt the fair conditions that we would experience. The winds are going to come in from the east between 12 and 22 miles per hour. A little on the cool side, 23. The possibility of rain is 60%. The moon, we're going to see a little bit of moonlight tonight. It's going to set at 9:32 and then rise again at 9:55 in the morning and set tomorrow night at 10:21. On Saturday, fair conditions again. We do expect a few pop-up localized showers. Easterly winds would continue blowing between 12 and 24 miles per hour with occasional higher gusts. Choppy seas, 4 to 6 foot waves. Sunrise at 6:31, sunset 6:10. It's still going to be hot. A high of 34 will feel like 39. On Sunday, again fair conditions. A bit of clouds still lingering around, 1 or 2 pop-up showers again, but fewer than on Saturday. The winds will remain easterly between 12 and 24 miles per hour. Choppy seas, still 4 to 6 foot waves. It's again at 6:31, sunset 6:11, and still another hot day. It's going to be a hot weekend. 34 will feel like 38. Monday, we're going to see generally fair conditions through to Wednesday. Slight increase in cloudiness on Thursday and Friday. From Saturday onwards, the next weekend looking like lots of sunshine. That's it for me for Friday night, folks, and for this week. Have yourself a great night, a safe and an enjoyable weekend. And remember, you can join me again, but this time it's on Tuesday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now for a recap of the headlines. Grenada Association of Professional Social Workers has called on the government to revisit the 2008 draft mental health bill. Carriacou Health Service has received a boost with the arrival of new medical equipment. Grenada's largest mural has been officially unveiled, and in sport, ICC ranks Ekil Holston West Indies' top 2020 bowler. We've had details to those and other stories in the evening news for the 4th of February. Remember, you can continue to follow us on our Facebook page and now also on Meaningful Television via YouTube. Thank you so very much for viewing. I'm Tony Julian, along with the rest of the news and production teams here at MTV. We wish you a safe and enjoyable Independence weekend.
I'm a winner, you a winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Friday, February 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in no way tampered with. This time, sure tickets ready. It's Daily Pick 3. It pays playing. Good luck. First over this evening is check your tickets in the meantime. First number is 2, second number is 5, third and final number. Final number is 1. Let's recap those numbers. It's on the screen. First number is 2, the second 5, third and final is 1. So that's 2, 5, and 1. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned and get your daily cash flow drop next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back, everyone, to another Daily Cash 4 Evening Draw for today, Friday, February 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in an accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and no way tampered with. This time, sure tickets at hand. It's Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Let's find out what this evening's winning numbers will be. Good luck. First over this evening is check out the rest of the meantime. First number is 4, second number is 8, third number up. Third number is 0, fourth and final number. Final number is 4. Let's recap those numbers. It's on the screen. Check your tickets. First number is 4, the second 8, third 0, fourth and final is 4. So that's 4, 8, 0, and 4. Congratulations, all winners. Stay tuned and get a play your job next. We'll see you soon.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Welcome back everyone to the Playway Evening Draw for today, Friday, February 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me again is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a fair, accountable manner. And the game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. Let's play Playway, value your dreams, win your way. Good luck. This evening's winning Playway number is, check your tickets. This evening's winning Playway number is 18. Let's recap the number, 1818. 18 represents the dream symbol of making. Congratulations all the winners of this evening's Playway draw. Tune in later on for the Lotto draw. This evening we're playing for a jackpot of $82,000. We'll see you then.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch. In stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
A pleasant evening to everyone. Welcome to the National Lotteries Authority's Lotto Draw number 3321 for today, Friday, February 4th, 2022. I am Anisha Charles. With me this evening is Ms. Priscilla Barry from PKF Accountants and Business Advisors, whose purpose is to ensure that this show is conducted in a fair, accountable manner. The game balls with industry standards and in a way stamped with. This time, she will take us at hand because we are about to play for a jackpot of $82,000. But first, you're free to get a letter. Good luck. This evening's free ticket letter is D as in dollar. Let's proceed for 5 winning numbers. Good luck. First number this evening is, check your tickets in the meantime. First number up is 33, second number. Second number is 29, third number up. Third number is 12, followed by 6, fifth and final number. Final number for a jackpot of $82,000 is 28. Let's recap those numbers. Check your tickets, numbers on the screen. First number up is 33, the second, 29. Third, 12, followed by 6. Fifth and final is 28. So that's 33, 33, 29, 29, 1, 2, 12, 0, 6, 6, and 2, 8, 28. Your free ticket letter for this evening is D as in dollar. Congratulations to all the winners of this evening's Lotto draw. Lotto, play and win a lot. When you play all the games of the National Lotteries Authority, supports sports, culture, and the nation building. Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful evening.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment as you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest. Visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Irene Daphne Entwine, née Bond, of Vincent St. David, who resided in Canada, passed away on Sunday, 23rd January 2022, at the age of 87. She was the wife of Lloyd Entwine, mother of Lennox, Dr. Magdalene Entwine, Gerard, Mike, Michelle and Nigel in Canada, Danny and Peter in Grenada, adopted mother of Leonard Lawrence in Grenada, mother-in-law of Jamon and Jennifer in Canada, Marlene and Maggie in Grenada, grandmother of 19, great-grandmother of 12, aunt of many close friends and relatives in Grenada, the UK, Canada and the USA, including Mrs. Shirley Hopkin, Miss Cicely Chateau, Mrs. Denise DeCoto, Cynthia Mason, Winifred Jeremiah, Philippa and Marita Telesford, Judith and Velma Victor, and friends and neighbours of Vincent St. David and in Canada. The funeral service for the late Irene Daphne Entwine, née Bond, of Vincent St. David, who resided in Canada, will take place on Saturday, February 5th in Canada. Arrangements entrusted to LaCour Brothers Funeral Homes. Don R. Charles, also known as Papa Mouthdry, of Queen Street, Victoria, St. Mark, passed away in Spartanburg, South Carolina on Thursday, January 20th, 2022. He was the father of Tiffany, Daisy, Dawson, Dantley, and Shamika, brother of Odessa, Maria, Bernadette, Bernadine, Hugh, Janice, Joy, Winston, Loxton, Sherma, Nessie, and Yolande. Uncle of many including Brian, Neil, Israel, and Lemuel. Brother-in-law of Desmond Lyons and Hilary Charles, cousin of Cecilia, Alton, Laurel, Jacinta, Rex, and Hess, best friend of Lena Charles, Terina Fraser, and Elaine Miller. Many other friends including Cat Bull and Rambo. The funeral service and interment of the late Don R. Charles, also known as Papa Mouthdry, of Queen Street, Victoria, St. Mark, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Denzel Williams, also known as Rere, of Beaton St. David, passed away on Sunday, 30th January 2022, at the age of 52. He was the brother of Bernadette Williams and Eugene Williams in the USA, Jennifer Williams in St. Martin, Maria Jones in Canada, Andrea Williams and Augustus Williams in Grenada, nephew of Catherine Tivott, Denise Dominic, Jacinta Frank, Jeffrey Dominic, and Martin Joseph, uncle of many, brother-in-law of Paul Jones. Many other relatives and friends including Charmaine Blackett, Priska Gabriel, the Samuel family of Beaton, the Dominic family of Pedmotar, Tempe and Laurelland, the Williams family of Birchgrove, the Aubrey family of Westerhall, Barbara Henry of Corinth, and friends and neighbours of Beaton and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Denzel Williams, also known as Rere, of Beaton St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Martin Roland Williams, also known as Darkers and Scientist, of Tivoli St. Andrew, who resided at Independence Avenue, St. George and in the USA, passed away on Saturday, 15th January 2022 at the age of 56. He was the husband of Laura Williams, father of Onan Roland Williams, Daniela Esther Williams, and Daniela Abigail Williams in the USA, son of Teresa Williams Pasadena, also known as Verna, stepson of Godwin Vivian Pasadena, brother of many including Franklin Redhead, nephew of many including Clarice Gooding, Lenneth Williams, and Telma Williams. Many cousins, other relatives and friends including Lurlin Stafford, Sheila Joseph, Charmaine Israel, Nicholas Gooding, Betty Stafford, Derek Gooding, Joseph and Rennick Gooding, Suzanne Stafford, Nicole Gooding, members of the 12 Tribes of Israel, and friends and neighbors of Tivoli and Independence Avenue and in the USA. The funeral service for the late Martin Roland Williams, also known as Darkers and Scientist, of Tivoli St. Andrew, who resided at Independence Avenue, St. George, and in the USA, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Joan E. Vento, also known as Auntie Joan or Joan B., of Birchgrove St. Andrew, proprietor of the St. Andrew's Pharmacy and Justice of the Peace, passed away on Sunday, 9th January 2022 at the age of 77. She is survived by her husband, children, grandchildren, sister, nieces and nephews, aunts, cousins, godchildren, and many friends and relatives. The funeral of the late Joan E. Vento, also known as Auntie Joan or Joan B. of Birchgrove St. Andrew, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Janice Teresa Antwine, also known as J., of Mount Granby St. John, passed away on Wednesday, 19th January 2022 at the age of 46. She was the mother of Alicia, Janelle, Javel, Tanika, and Tamika Antwine, grandmother of Kai James, sister of Irma, Anne, Clifton, John, and Conrad, aunt of many including Adonna, Rondell, Nesta, Arnold, Alina, and Kelly, niece of many including Mina Lawrence in Trinidad, Carlson Lee, Ingrid Ramsey in Canada, and Cecil Lawrence. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends including the Ned and Reuben families of Pearls, the Charles family of Grandroy, the Lee family of Douglaston, the McVean and Jones families of Central, Nikisha Stanislaus, Janice Williams, brother, Tom, Anne-Marie Stewart and family, the Glean family, past colleagues and friends of Spice Island Inn, and friends and family of Mount Granby and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Janice Teresa Antwine, also known as J. of Mount Granby St. John, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Tevin Shea Amede, also known as Tata, of New Hampshire St. George, died on Monday 24th January 2022 at the age of 28. Left to mourn are his mother Sharon Amede, father Elvis Mudu, grandmother Mavis Amede, grand-aunt Tiny Samuel, brothers and sisters Lenny, Kenson, Rendell, Sharkel, Katisha, Siobhan, Shania, and Asher. Many aunts and uncles including Patsy, Diane, Gemma, and Vonnie. Many nieces and nephews including Javonte, Shondell, Kemaya, and Chloe. Many cousins including Katisha and Damon. Other relatives and friends including the Amede family of New Hampshire, Mount Parnassus, Happy Hill, and Beausejour, the Moodoo family of Mirabeau and Bylands, Glenda and Eric and family, Fireman, Country, the Big Yard family, the Superville and Telesford families, all of New Hampshire, Teresa and the Bridgman family, Lion and Pilot of New Hampshire, and friends and neighbors of New Hampshire and surrounding areas. The funeral service and interment of the late Tevin Shea Amede, also known as Tata, of New Hampshire St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Christine George née Williams, also known as Maureen, of Seamoon St. Andrew, who resided at Grand Anse St. George and in Brooklyn, New York, USA, passed away on Tuesday, 25th January 2022, at the age of 72. She was the mother of Michelle Diane Charles and Devon Charles, mother-in-law of Ryan Charles and Cassandra Tapia George, grandmother of Dylan and Caden Tapia George, brothers and sisters Peter, Eric and Daniel Williams in Trinidad, Kenneth in the USA, Lena, Mavis, Faithlyn, Hillary and Lindonna, nieces and nephews including Andy in the USA, Jillian in Trinidad, Kendra Charles, Kason Williams and Rena James, close friend of Andrew John. Other relatives and friends including Charmaine, Ruby Ann, Gwendolyn in New York, Linda in Tortola, Denart, Helen, Claudia, Lazarine in the USA, Delisa, Kingston Davis, Bobby and the Charles family of Gulf Course, and family and friends in Brooklyn, New York, Seamoon St. Andrew, and Grand Anse St. George. The funeral service and interment of the late Christine George née Williams, also known as Maureen, of Seamoon St. Andrew, who resided at Grand Anse St. George and in Brooklyn, New York, USA, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Edwin Moore, also known as Horseface, of Caliste St. George, passed away on Wednesday, 26th January 2022, at the age of 70. He was the brother of Agnes John, Paula Cummings, Ann Moore, Gloria Moore, Gemma Phillip, Shireen Francis, Edgar, Bernard and Michael Moore. Uncle of many including Kieron, Andre, Adrian, Kendall, Lincoln, Kareem, Joycelyn, Nikki and Tamara Moore, Saraya and Siren Francis, Rita Jeremiah, Jamie Phillip, Tamika and Amika Hall, Trisha and Ariel Thomas, and Miguel Joseph. Brother-in-law of Gentle John, nephew of Cecilia Durant, Clovis and Bernard Dubiset, and Cynthia Thompson. Many other relatives and close friends including Clyde Roberts, Ignatius Lumsden, Patsy Andrews, Pearl Joseph, Louise Hood, Eric Scotton, Joseph Ferrigno, the Moore, Francis and Snag families, and friends and neighbors of Caliste and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Edwin Moore, also known as Horseface, of Caliste St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jessica Rena Simpson of Brothers St. John passed away on Wednesday, 26th January 2022, at the age of 23. She was the daughter of Hazel Simpson and Denton Gill, granddaughter of Yvonne Simpson, Ezra Beggs and Gladys Gill, great-granddaughter of Uncle Williams, sister of Malcolm, Junior, Samson and Aaliyah Simpson, niece of Desmond, Dexter and Roger Gill, Maurice and Lester Simpson, Dennis, David and Shirley in Canada, Karen and Beverly Gill, Kirby, Alicia, Sophia, Tasha, Ronisha, Sela, and Maureen in Trinidad. Many cousins, other relatives and friends including David, Daniel, Aaliyah, Clifton, Rachel and Viviana, Teresa Batiste and family, Pastor Robert Mathena and members of the Faith Independence Baptist Church, Brother Joe, Elizabeth Phillips, Kevin, the Philip, Barry, Simpson and Gill families, the 2016 graduating class of St. Rose Modern Secondary School, and friends and neighbors of Brothers and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Jessica Rena Simpson of Brothers St. John will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Julian Claudius Bagwan, also known as Miracles, of Corinth St. David, passed away on Sunday, 23rd January 2022, at the age of 76. He was the brother of Ruth, Marina, Noreen, Rona, Richard, Dennis and John, nephew of Veronica David, uncle of Celia MacDonald, Mandela, Valen, Alan, Ewell, Louisin, Devi, Canessa, Karina, Sarah, Hannah and Elizabeth, grand uncle of Kenny, Jenny, John, Darren, Devin, Brittany, Brianna and Kurt MacDonald, brother-in-law of Michael Bowen. Many relatives and close friends including Kenneth Lett, also known as Gavaska, George Mitchell, James and John, Reginald Lord, Albert Alexander, Peter Mahone, Paula Mahone, Annie Mahone, Father Edward Mark, Selby Henry, the Bagwan, Mahone, Lett and Bethel families, and friends and neighbours of Corinth and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Julian Claudius Bagwan, also known as Miracles of Corinth St. David, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anne Charles, also known as Olga and Tonti, of Mount Craven St. Patrick and Brooklyn, New York, USA, passed away on Sunday, 12th April 2020 in Brooklyn, New York, at the age of 66. She was the mother of Sharon, Andy, Shirley and Alejandro, Dwight and Shireen, sister of Irma George, Teresa, Vernon, Anastasia, Vincent, Anthony and Lawrence, adopted sister of Anne-Marie, grandmother of Chanel, Ronelle, Romika, Charisse, Jeffrey, Jade, Kai, Kira, Amisa, Samaya, Kaylee and Kamar, aunt of many including Helen, Kevin, Laddie, Nigel, Lisa and Lazarine. Other relatives and close friends including Val Gilbert, Telma, Desmond and Anthony Bartholomew, Joy Mitchell, Linda and Lisa Toussaint, Sandra, the boys by the shop in Fond, and friends and neighbours of Mount Craven and surrounding areas. A memorial service for the late Anne Charles of Mount Craven St. Patrick and Brooklyn, New York, USA, will be held privately. Arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Angela Rose Julian of Lothers Lane, St. George, died on Monday, 24th January 2022, at the age of 63. Left to cherish her memory are her brothers Winston Tanton Julian in Grenada, Michael in Canada, Denhart and Carlisle in the USA, sisters Barbara in the USA and Sandra in Canada, adopted daughter Christelle Charles, sisters-in-law Bernadette and Joycelyn in the USA, many other relatives and friends including Shirlene Herbert, Vilma Dabrio, Catherine Daniel, Paulette Caliste, Loris Pascal, Bernadette Bartholomew, Sandra Ferguson, Dale Wayward, Mrs. Ansel Evans of Cafe Springs, the Julian family of River Road and Springs, the Benjamin family of River Road and Tempe, the staff at the Grenada National Organization of Women, Hilary Gabriel and the GNCD, William Braffett, and the choir and members of the St. George's Methodist Church. The funeral service and interment of the late Angela Rose Julian of Lothers Lane, St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Alban Chase, also known as Daddy Banu and Grandpa, of Beaulieu, St. George, passed away on Friday, 28th January 2022, at the age of 93. He was the father of Patsy Crawford, Peter, Reverend Philip Chase, Cephas, Richard, Errol, Veronica and Johnson, both residing in Canada, David and Rebecca Chase John, both residing in the USA, brother of Albertha Charles and Michael Chase, both residing in Trinidad, grandfather of 23, great-grandfather of 20, great-great-grandfather of 4, brother-in-law of Mary Williams and Phyllis Chase, father-in-law of Earl Crawford, Cecilia, Sandra, Sally Ann and Melissa, many nieces and nephews. Other relatives and friends including Rosalind and Jennifer Williams, Joanna Chase, the Simpson, Worrell and Chase families residing in Trinidad, the Daniel family of Vendham, the LeBarry family of Beaulieu, the Chase family of Grandance, Victoria, Bylands and in Carriacou, the John and Frederick families of Bellevue and Montrose, the Johnson family of Willis, the Patrick family of Grandmall, Reverend and Sister Aline, members of the Latter Rain Revival Pentecostal Church of Tempe, including Brother and Sister Murray, members of the Grenada Seamen and Waterfront Workers Union, members of the Grenada Ports Authority, Superintendent of Police Esau Pear of the Royal Grenada Police Force, Sergeant Anthony Pear of the Grenada Coast Guard, Dr. Roxanne Ned and family, the doctors and nurses of the Snug Corner Medical Station and the General Hospital, including Dr. Charles, Dr. Migwen and Dr. Noel, and friends and neighbors of Beaulieu, Willis and New Hampshire, including the Telesford, Murrell and Phillip families. The funeral service and interment of the late Alban Chase, also known as Daddy Banu and Grandpa, of Beaulieu St. George, will be held privately. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Rupert Anthony Stafford passed away on Saturday 22nd January 2022 in New York at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Rupert Anthony Stafford will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Jervis Stedman Julian, also known as Papa Yo of Woodford St. John, passed away on Tuesday 1st February 2022 at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Jervis Stedman Julian, also known as Papa Yo of Woodford St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Godfrey A.B. Alexander, also known as Natty, of Tempe St. George, a resident of Spice Residential Care, passed away on Sunday, January 30th, 2022, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Godfrey A.B. Alexander, also known as Natty, of Tempe St. George, a resident of Spice Residential Care, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Curlin Bishop, also known as Bish, of the Bocas St. George, passed away on Thursday, 27th January 2022, at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements for the late Curlin Bishop, also known as Bish, of the Bocas St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Leontine Aberdeen of Moya St. Andrew, who resided in Canada, passed away on Saturday, 29th January in Canada at the age of 92. The funeral of the late Leontine Aberdeen of Moya St. Andrew, who resided in Canada, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Maclena Veronica George Nee Richards of Guelph St. John, who resided at Bonnet St. Mark, passed away on Saturday, 29th January at the age of 72. The funeral of the late Maclena Veronica George Nee Richards of Guelph St. John, who resided at Bonnet St. Mark, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home. Raleigh Williams, also known as Papa Ochin of Woodland St. George, died on Friday, 28th January at the age of 85. The funeral arrangements of the late Raleigh Williams, also known as Papa Ochin of Woodland St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Rita Patricia Maxime of Springs St. George passed away on Wednesday, 26th January 2022 at the age of 98. The funeral arrangements for the late Rita Patricia Maxime of Springs St. George will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Adolphus Sylvester, also known as Beck, of Laborie, who resided in Tortola, passed away on Saturday, January 8th, at the age of 74. The funeral arrangements of the late Adolphus Sylvester, also known as Beck, of Laborie, who resided in Tortola, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Lyndon Decoto, also known as Trouble, Carwo and Compare, of Middle River Grove St. John, passed away on Thursday, January 20th, 2022, at the age of 55. The funeral arrangements for the late Lyndon Decoto, also known as Trouble, Kawo and Compare of Middle River Grove, St. John, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Anthony Laguerre, also known as Tony and Laguerre, of H.A. Blaise Street, St. George's, an employee of George F. Huggins, died on Monday 17th January 2022 at the age of 61. The funeral arrangements for the late Anthony Laguerre, also known as Tony and Laguerre, of H.A. Blaise Street, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Anthony Felix, also known as Tony, past principal of the Tivoli Roman Catholic School of Harford Village, St. Andrew, died on Thursday the 13th of January at the age of 71. We'll have funeral arrangements for the late Anthony Felix of Harford Village, St. Andrew, in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Dorothy Brown, née Lacroix of Melville Street, St. George's, who resided at Marquis St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday, December 30th, 2021 in the USA, at the age of 90. The funeral arrangements for the late Dorothy Brown, née Lacroix of Melville Street, St. George's, who resided at Marquis St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. In loving memory of Anastasia Aurelia Bailey George, who passed away on February 7th, 2016. A picture of you I carry in my heart. I close my eyes to see it. When the world gets dark, a memory of you I carry in my soul. I wrap it close around me when the nights get cold. If you ask how I am, I'd say just fine. But the truth is, if you could read my mind, not a day goes by that I don't think of you. From your children Marva, Eurona, and Walgenia, grandchildren, family, and friends. Gone, but will never be forgotten. Rest in peace. Arrangements were entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
The pain and agony of losing someone is never easy. Within your own mind and heart, there is a deep pain, agony that no one can fill. Within you see yourself painfully accepting the fact that you have lost someone you love. But this is what the Word of God said in the book of Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made the heaven and the earth. To Him you need to look to for your help and your leadership and your guidance. Man will not give you that help that you need. Money, fame, even the very material things that you have seek. You realize in losing someone, none of those things would give you help. Right now, there is one person who stands ready to help you. His name is Jesus Christ. He is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Why not trust Him today? Why not allow Him to be at peace in your life? I want to pray for you and your family. Pray with me. In the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I surrender, Lord, every heart that is painfully accepting the reality of their lives who have lost a loved one. I pray, O God, that you comfort those families. Give them strength. Enable them to see, God, that you are there for them, that you, Lord, would never leave them, nor will you forsake them, for from you will come their help. I ask your blessing and for strength for them today. In Jesus' holy and precious name. Amen and amen. May God bless you and keep you and sustain you. May He overshadow you and look over your family as you reach deep within and overcome this deep sorrow and pain that you face. My prayers and thoughts are with you and your family. God bless you.